So before the session, let me introduce Ms. Pallavi Dikshit ma'am. Welcome everybody to today's webinar. We are delighted to have Ms. Pallavi Dikshit ma'am, a distinct research associate at EMRG, a dedicated medical journalist and an expert in market and research and insight analysis. With her specialization in research and writing, Ms. Pallavi ma'am brings a wealth of knowledge and experience at our discussion. With a keen eye for detail and a passion for uncovering trends, Ma'am specializes in market research and site analysis. She possesses an unique ability to dissect complex data sets and extract meaningful insights that inform strategic decision making. Her proficiency extends to medical journalism, where she in-depthly communicates scientific advancement and healthcare trends to diversify audiences. So I'd like to request ma'am to start the session.
So, hello, good morning, and thank you for the introduction, Shubham.
Yeah.
Rightly said. Good morning, everyone. I would like to welcome all of you to this session because I think all of you might not be knowing a lot about market research. Uh, this market research term you might have heard, but the career in market research was something also very new for me. So today we are going to introduce you to the market research. And if you are from ICT, FMCG, or healthcare, it might be very beneficial because India is a growing market for market research right now. Right now, cities like Pune, Bengaluru, Gurgaon are a hub for market research companies, and there are a lot of opportunity. If you're looking for it, you'll be able to get it as soon as possible. I am Pallavi Dikshit, and I am a research analyst at Emerge. It's a medical device market research company in Bangalore, and I'm here to help you explore a segment of marketing, which is also a new field, but something that is very, very essential for marketing. Market research is like the backbone of any product or service reaching its audience. Let me share my PDF with you. And while I'm doing that, I'll be talking more about it. Okay. I hope everyone can see my screen.
Uh, Students, can you get a thumbs up if you're visible with that?
1 second. I'll just toggle it. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Okay. Okay. So market research is all about understanding what people want, need, and how they behave in a market. It helps us uncover insights that guide businesses in making informed decisions about their products or services. So, in a nutshell, what we can say is market research is it's like peeking into the minds of a consumer to ensure that what we can offer to meet their expectations and desires. So does that sound cool to anyone? It does to me. So let's dive more into it, and maybe you'll know how cool is it or how uncool is it. So let's dive into the intriguing world of market research. So this is a super powerful tool. I would say a tool because it's something that people use, therefore a tool. So to make smarter business decision, essentially it's all about gathering information and understanding what happening in the market and in the marketplace, and how it can be reached to the very corners of the market. So it also includes the consumers. Just imagine you're planning to open a coffee shop. You wouldn't just pick a location, choose your favorite coffee blends and hope for the best. Market research is what helps you figure out where to open your shop, what kind of coffee blends people in the area would prefer, how much they'd be willing to pay, and even what hours are the best for catching the morning rush and the late night crowd. Uh, I'll give you an example that I have been seeing in bigger cities. Okay, so a practical example of successful market research is the chain Cafe Coffee Day. You must have heard CCD, right? Okay, so before expanding massively, CCD conducted extensive market research to understand the local tastes and preferences across different cities in India. They tailored their menu to include both local and international coffee flavors and snacks, which resonated well with the broad range of customers. Their strategic location choices near colleges, shopping malls, and in tourist areas ensured that they capture every demographic, from students to tourists to business professionals. By conducting detailed market research like this, you can minimize risk and tailor your coffee shop to cater effectively to the local demand, ensuring higher probability of success in a competitive market, like in big cities like Mumbai or in Bangalore. Now CCD you can find in smaller cities as well, but it has expanded to that extent. Therefore you can big other big coffee houses like Starbucks, you might not find it in smaller areas because they are still expanding. They are doing their market research right now, so there must be demand right now. So let's I'll have to give you a more easy example for you to understand maybe. So let's take an example of a new video game. So through market research, a video game company, it reaches to the genres of current popular games, like what type of games the young age is playing right now. So what are the features that we should involve comes under market research. Everything is market research. So now what we can say in a nutshell is that market research is about asking questions, collecting data from different sources and analyzing that data to make informed decisions. It reduces the guesswork and helps businesses be more strategic about their moves. Whether it's launching new products, improving services, or entering new markets, market research provides the best roadmap for success. So I'll start my presentation for a career in market research. So let's understand what is market research. So market research is a systematic process of gathering, analyzing, and interpreting data to understand the needs, preferences, behavior of customers, competitors, and overall market. It is a critical component of any successful business strategy. Here you might be thinking, if a new product is there, the niche market is searched through market research. If there are other competitors, then competitive research is done, which is also a part of market research. Next, who is a market research? If you want to become a market research, you must understand who is actually a market researcher. A researcher is someone who engages in systematic investigation or experimentation aimed at discovering particular or interpreting or revising theories, applications, or laws in a particular field of study. So let's say FMCG, or let's say healthcare. Okay, so in a healthcare market research company, what you'll get is a person who is a graduate in healthcare. It can be anything starting from life sciences to a doctor, a dentist, a specialization in medical, pharmaceuticals, anyone. So anyone who has a degree in healthcare and has a minor in marketing, they can do it. Or someone just graduating from a BPharm degree like me. I graduated bachelor's in pharmaceutical sciences, and soon after that I started market researching because I had a few internships that were catering to that, and that helped me reach this career. Next, researchers can work in various domains such as academia, industry, government, non-profit organization, anywhere. So what they have to do is collect data. So you can collect data from anywhere. From Google, it's the best way. Like you are doing right now. When you're researching for colleges, you do market research. That is market research, yes. So when you are searching for job, you are doing market research, which is for jobs. When you're analyzing data, okay, so this is not for me because someone who has done BTech can apply here. So that is analyzing data. And then you draw conclusions based on their findings. What are your findings? When you're searching for a job, your finding is the correct job that you want, in which city you want, and what CTC you want. That is the finding for you. Next is contributing to the advancement of knowledge and understanding in their respective field. If you have collected a certain amount of data and now you want to share it with your friends, that is the advancement of knowledge. This is a small example, but this is also an example of market research. Therefore, everybody has done market research, so it's not new. Next, when you are in a career of market research, what are your key responsibilities? Let's look at that. First, let's elaborate what is market. So, in a market research job, when you are talking about the M of market, it is mapping. So, when you are entering into a new market, you are mapping what is your niche, which market. Like, let's imagine India going to a different country and exporting spices. So you must know that there is a need, there is a niche for your market. Then we do analysis, which is A for analysis. What analysis does is you understand, okay, this is not the niche, this is not the genre, this is not the product, or this is the product, this is the genre, this is the road we are taking. Everything comes into analysis. Next is research. Everybody has done research, right? Google research, but that is also research. Systematic research, literature research. Even in your thesis paper of your fourth year, you must have done research.
Yeah.
So that is something that is inherent to us, that we have to do with our education system being this good. We have to do it, right? Next, what is knowledge? K is for knowledge, and knowledge means what? Which niche you are going to join, that is the knowledge. If I'm from pharmaceutical sector and I am joining some ICT, that is information and communication technology sector, I have to first gain the knowledge, because I don't have that base knowledge that I should have to join the market, right? Therefore, we have to obtain that certain amount of knowledge that you will need to enter a market. If you are entering a job market, that is also a market. Therefore, you need to have that kind of knowledge. Just have, if you are a fresher, just have a certain type of introductory knowledge. This is enough to impress the recruiters. It is actually, you might not believe it, but it is. Next is E. Markets E is for evaluate. How we evaluate in a sector where we are doing a mass market research. There are plenty of data available, and everything cannot be used in a report. When we are doing a research, everything from beauty to K-pop to films, everything comes around. Even if you are using small word like evaluate, it must have been used in a novel that can also be seen in a research. Then what will you do? You have to evaluate what is the important data and what is not an important data, and that makes the job of a market researcher very, very important. And fifth one that I'm going to discuss in market is the trends. Everybody knows that there is a trend for us to follow on social media, right? There is a trend for market research as well. Like which pharmaceutical drug is right now trending, you have to know that. And when you are in the industry, you have to keep pace with that. You have to keep learning, keep reading, keep understanding, and keep making people understand. Because I have understood that if you are not propagating your knowledge, the trend is not going to communicate, it's not going to go anywhere. Let's take an example of a recent trend in social media. um, any restaurant, there was a person who was selling vada pav in Delhi, right? So that is a trend, and everyone went after that trend. So there's a similar trend in market research when we are doing a market research for a particular brand, for a particular item, for a particular device, and also for a particular drug. Everything is a trend right now. Next, we now move on to what is the responsibility of researcher, how we do it. The day in a life of a researcher. The first one, that if I am a researcher, I'll be reviewing it. That I have collected this amount of data, and now I have to review. So I have two people working in my team, and I'll be reviewing their data. Okay, this is not correct. This is not correct. Yeah, this is correct. So that is review. Next is explore. What is explore? When we are starting a project, let's say we are starting a project, and now we have to explore what all can we include. So there's one question from me to every one of you. Let's say we are opening a coffee and chai joint. Okay, what questions do you ask when you're entering market? What all questions? If you have in mind 100 questions, that's a very good sign that you're a very good researcher. You have to explore everything, from the level of the ground to the coffee blends to the light to the color of your shop. Everything is something you can explore. Next, what we see is S for study. Before entering into any project, whenever we are doing any project, we study everything from up to down, from left to right, everything from 2020 to 2024. Because see, uh, what I'm saying is, when you are making a project, you have to be very trendy, it has to be very new, so it shouldn't be very old. And if you are reviewing on the older topics, then it's good. You can find everything on Google, from starting from 1988 to 1904, from to 2024. So everything is study. You have to study everything when you are in a project. When you are looking for a job, you have to study what is that job, what all entails, what all responsibility I'll have, what all skills should I have, everything. Next, we have E for elaborate. What is elaborate? When we are going into a project, everyone is not knowing what I'm presenting. Like right now, I'm assuming most of you are students in colleges, so you must not be knowing what all the market research domain is. So what I'm doing right now is elaborating on each point, so that you know, when you're entering into this field, you know that okay, so this is it, this is it, and this is it. When you're giving an interview, all these things you can remember, and it will sound like you already know this. So it will be something that gives you a plus one. Next is analyze. We have studied, when we are doing a market research, analyze first and analyze again. This is analyze again. When we have elaborated, explored, studied, we have to analyze again if this fits into the project guidelines that we have been provided. We cannot give everything to the person, right? We just cannot, because it will sound like you have provided me everything and there's no line, there's no bars, there's no deadlines. You have to analyze if it is really essential for this client. Do I give the 1999 data to Starbucks, or do I give the 2024 data to Starbucks, which is relevant? So this is analyze again. Next is report. Something that I think I can master eventually in future also is reporting. I was very fond of journalism and writing and communicating. So one thing that I really like is reporting. Reporting is what? Whenever you're seeing something and taking down points, only important points, okay, and you're writing it down and reporting it, that's it. That's it, is reporting. See, I read a literature review, okay, and I am reporting what all I understood. So that is reporting. Next is connect. What is connect? Connect is something that you everyone can do. If I say a word blue, what will you connect it with the sky, right? Exactly, in a market research job, you have to connect the exact data with the exact viewpoint and report it to the exact viewpoint. In a market research job, you have to connect the if you are taking NSAIDs, which is a non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, you have to connect it with the right type of ailment, correct? If we are taking an antipyretic drug, paracetamol, you have to connect it with the right person, correct? So that is connecting. If you are giving a data to imagine, which is the biggest pharmaceutical company. Mm, let's say example AstraZeneca. If you are giving AstraZeneca some data to AstraZeneca from Zydus, is that connection? No, that is not. So you need to understand that this is important, which is connection. Next is hand it over. What is the best way to know that your report is correct? Is uh, quality check. You have to hand it over. get it checked, and then you'll know what all problems you have, what all uh, ways you can improve. Everything can be solved with a quality check or hand it over. It's called a hand it over if you want. You can call it quality check, you can call it quality assurance. In every field, mostly in manufacturing, pharmaceutical manufacturing, if you have heard, you must have heard quality check. There is quality check in reporting, analysis, research, market research, everywhere. So what makes a data actually relevant is the hand it over, the quality check section. Now that I have elaborated what all you have to do, like when you are entering into this job, you might know, right? Okay, this thing I'll be doing. You are not now unknown to market researcher job. So you know, okay, this is something that I will be doing in my job. Next, I'll be moving on to what all different types of researches are there. First is qualitative versus quantitative research methods. These are the two kinds of research methods mostly applicable. If you go to academia, industry, marketing, anywhere, these two methods are very important. And there are tools which you can learn to understand these two methods. Qualitative research is something that you have to do, which comes only by practice. You have to analyze a lot of opinions, comments, views, papers, systematic reviews, literature, everything, and then you that is the qualitative research that you gain, summarize, and write it down, which is what is qualitative data. And what is quantitative research? It is something that involves statistical data. Some patterns you'll be drawing, some relationships will be there, some quantifying data will be there, which from which you can easily interpret the data, and now you are writing it. Imagine the cost prices for sugar in India increased. So there's a bar chart, there's a pie chart, there's a column chart, different types of chart and statistical data available from 1910 to 2024, and you have to compare which government increased the prices. If you have to, let's imagine you are going to vote, and you have to like understand which party to vote, and you are doing a qualitative analysis. This happened this year, this happened this year, and then you can take an example, and then eventually you decide on a factor. So there are a lot of quantitative data that's available on the internet, based on which you draw a report and then make decisions out of it. Next is data analysis. In qualitative research, data analysis is often subjective, very subjective. It can differ from a person to person. You have to understand that. But with experience, it is easier. I would say it's easier because um, sometimes you can give educated guesses as well, because you draw some data from somewhere and then you come to a conclusion. So it might be different for somebody and different for somebody else. Correct? So here in quantitative research, what is data analysis? It is using statistical techniques. It might use a lot of quantitative research tools, like there are a lot of tools like Power BI, if you have heard. If you are keen to learning that, you should, if you want to. Power BI is there. Then yeah, Excel is a very good tool to use in research, but it's not a analyzing tool, but yet you can use that. Now, what is the focus of research on which? So focus of research for qualitative research focuses on understanding the context in which behaviors, attitude, phenomena occur. Like if you are researching on the focus, like the the accidents that happen, what is the focus on that? If the qualitative research is the reason, quantitative research is the statistics, by which you can use both the research method. You will know the reason also, and the number of accidents that happened between a certain period of time in a certain location, everything. So from qualitative to quantitative, both is aiding each other. You can master any one or both. Next is industries requiring market research. Like I said, I think most of you are students. So when you are uh, like mm, you are majoring in computers. So you might think, okay, this might not help me. What I'm saying, telling to you right now, you might think this might not help you, but every field requires market research. Let's say healthcare, pharmaceuticals, information and communication technology, consumer goods and retail, real estate, entertainment media, travel and hospitality, beauty and cosmetics, government and public policy, education and training. Every field requires market research. So if you are from BTech background, you can still do market research. If you're from marketing background, you can do market research. If you're from healthcare background, you can do market research. So let me make that very clear that every field you can delve into market research. So what I have like noted down from a certain of years, like I would say from 22 to 24, I've noted down a trend for market research. What is that? The market research industry in India has been growing steadily by various factors, including economic growth, digital transformation, and increase in competitive business environment. As you must have seen, there's a huge boom of startups in India. So, with that, market research has also equally inclined. Cities like Pune, Bengaluru, Mumbai have more opportunities in market research, followed by Hyderabad, Gurgaon, and Noida. I'm not saying it's not in any other city, but when I was searching, while I was searching, most market research jobs were available in the first three cities or the next three cities. You can move to those cities, or you might find a job which is in that city. I'm sorry, someone is raising their hand.
Kaushal, you have any doubts, so you can ask.
Sir, actually network problem.
Okay, no
Yeah,
issue.
fit.
Okay,
Okay, okay, no problem.
no problem.
Okay, next is career paths in market research. As I've already told you, I am a research analyst. You can be a research analyst, research associate, market researcher, market strategist, and data scientist. Everything comes under market research. What you will be seeing is, if a research analyst is there, they might be using qualitative data as well, but a data scientist, more or less, they are using quantitative data. You have to have some statistical research method idea before becoming a data scientist. Next is, what are the basic skills that you must have at this point of time, at this day and age. These skills are something you have to die for. Skills to learn are MS Office. Everything in MS Office, from Excel to presentation, everything you need to know, and that is the need of an art, need of the art. If you don't know, please start learning. If you can learn it as soon as possible, that will be great for you, because everyone wants MS Office. Excel is something that is used everywhere. Presentation is something that is used everywhere. Doc, everywhere. Next is reporting. Like I was talking earlier, reporting is something that some people who might find an interest in writing might be more inclining to, but it's not something that you can't do. If you are not good in writing, you might improve it, but you have to know that you have, in reporting, the points that you use has to be very, very relevant. You cannot use anything that's irrelevant, or something also slightly irrelevant, because reporting is something that just imagine if you are reading a newspaper, and under the headline temperature, you might also find some movies or songs or something like that. You might not like it, right? It is exactly the same with reporting. Next is analytical skills. Analytical skills is something you can showcase if you have worked in an internship, and if you have gathered a lot of data, you can showcase that. And that is something analytical skills will give you. Analytical skills can be used in a lot of fields, and what it will give you is uh, a broader view, because you're looking at a lot of data, but you are analyzing it and keeping it very concise to the topic, to the project. Next is research skills. Today's day and age, research skills is something that you lose everywhere. From searching from for a profile, like on LinkedIn, if you're searching for me on LinkedIn, you'll see my name and you'll put it down. You'll find someone looking like me. That is also research. So research skills is something you lose everywhere. So if you can, you start researching more and more on the internet. You will not regret it. This is something that you should do every day. Research something or the other and you'll get a lot of information. Don't read everything, just read whatever you might like. Next is business acumen. What is business acumen? Can anybody say if you can? Okay, so business acumen is something when you get into business, is what you get? No. Business acumen is something that is put into a business. Okay, it is a strategy, it is the work that we do, it is the analytical methods that we use, everything combined that can give a business outfit. It helps to reach somewhere. Example, Reliance Geo. Okay, so there was a strategy that was used, and with that strategy there are a lot of products that are sold, but that strategy stood out. Why? Because of the rigorous methods that they use. So to make a product reach every corner of India, it needs a business acumen that a person like Anil Ambani had. So you don't have to be Anil Ambani to have business acumen, but you can have business acumen, and you can learn business acumen eventually while being on trends. Okay, you have to be on trends like the industry. I'm not saying social media trends, but no, social media trends. If you are into social media, like digital marketing, social media marketing, if you are into that, you have to be on trends for that. So if your job is like that, you have to be on trends for that. Read about it, pace it up. um, Next is quantitative skills. So here, as I've already told you, some quantitative tools that you can like study, read, learn: SQL, Python, Power BI. You can learn, but it's not like everyone has to research more about more quantitative quantitative tools. This is not it. You can research more about it. That will also increase your research skills. Therefore, win-win both. Next, what soft skills you have to have? So some we are we in our education, we don't value a lot of soft skills because we think we are learning, we are getting marks, we are getting 9 points, and that is enough. But after coming into marketing, you have to have some soft skills which will help you. Because if you are entering into a sector after 1 year, you'll have a KPI or a appraisal section also. Okay, so they'll not only look at the work that you have done, they'll also look at how you have performed. What all performance include is teamwork. If you have worked with a team, if you have collaborated with a team, if you have understood what the team wants and delivered the same with the team, everything comes under teamwork. Agility is something to learn, that you're willing to learn, that you're showing the other person that you want to learn this, and you are very eager to learn. So that is agility. Next is analytical thinking. Analytical thinking is something, use everything for analysis. Whenever you are reading a newspaper, social media post, just think, why is this post coming on my timeline? What I must have watched or clicked or something that might have spiked the algorithm that it has sent it to me. Use your analytical brain to analyze everything, and you'll be an analyst eventually. Next is verbal and written communication. Verbal communication is something that we use every day, but in front of a recruiter or in front of the people who you're working for, clients, project managers, everyone, you have to be very cordial and you have to express what you want. Sometimes when I came to Bangalore, I'm from the East region, and when I came to the South region, I had a lot of problems with the language. But luckily, it is Bangalore. They are very adaptable, they are very flexible. So, if they don't know Hindi, they will understand a few words of English or more than few words of English. So, verbal communication in that way, if you are eager to learn Kannada, well and good. But if you even if you talk to a vendor, they'll know. So that's how you reach places. When you're talking to a recruiter and you start talking in English and they want you to talk in Hindi because you might be more confident in Hindi, then you have to start talking in Hindi. Written communication is something that you'll also get with practice. So start writing. If you analyze something, write it down and post it maybe. Write a blog, write a post, article, anything if you can. That's very important in a job of an analyst. You have to write a lot. You have to write and research. You have to write a lot, mind you. Next is problem solving. Problem solving is something that you might be knowing in your classroom, in your institutions, everywhere. You have to use. This is also one of those business acumen, problem solving, that will help you eventually in your career when you are. Okay, let's give an example for an interview. When you are sitting in interview and they ask you a case study or a consulting question, you have to use your problem solving brain to then and there know, because you'll not know it, you'll not read it anywhere, you'll just analyze the problem, and you have to estimate and eventually express your reportings to them. So that is something you need to have. For this, you can read a lot of case studies online. You can read a lot of consulting interviews if you want. Do a lot of interview practice, case study practice, write research, everything. Next is attention to detail. When you are an analyst, you cannot afford to lose a single data, because if you lose a single data, all the data linked to it is irrelevant. If you don't get a certain amount of data and you have left it blank, the other data is irrelevant. So you have to be very attentive what all data you're selecting. For example, the most irrelevant thing that you might be thinking, like the color of a room, you might think this is not very important. But when you are paying attention to detail, a customer might walk into your shop and look at the color and be like, oh, this looks very comforting, welcoming. So this is the smallest detail that you can catch and be in connection to. You have, if you want to be a research analyst, you have to be very attentive. Look at each data equally, analyze each data equally, and then be critical about it. You have to add it or not, that is your decision. Next is what to do to prepare in college. If you are in college right now, you have to learn about industry. If you are in ICT, if you are in FMCG, if you are in pharmaceutical, please learn about the industry. Search about the requirements for hiring. When you are looking at naukri.com, or Indeed or LinkedIn, they have a JD put up there, right? You have to scan everything, you look at everything, you see the GD and see what all they want. Include only those key points in your CV, which will enhance your hiring by 10%. Then do courses related to market research. If and all quantitative research courses or qualitative research courses you can do online. As much as knowledge you have, it will help you cracking the first interview. After that, you learn on your job, but on the first interview is something that you have to do a lot of preparation for. Do it online, do it offline, whatever, wherever you get. Then is do internships in the domain and get hands-on experience. Internships are very, very important. While I was in college, I did around 7 to 8 internships, and with that I got a lot of information that okay, this is the industry I want to go, no, this is not the industry that I want to go. So internships helps you, panel it down to something that you want to actually do. Next is perform research and present in organizations, like I'm doing right now. I am I have published reviews, research papers, and right now I'm sometimes I have like presented in an organization, and right now I'm propagating, sorry, my knowledge to your organization, therefore helping you in getting that kind of knowledge that you want. You can do the same. You can do the same. Next is show relevant experience and knowledge in that area. Just like this, like small details. If you use a few terminologies in the interview and you know the meaning, don't say any words in the interview. They'll ask, "What is this? What do you mean by this?" Don't say it. So you have to know the word. When you say it in the interview, you have to know the word. Okay. Next we will move to how to crack an interview. So this is very important. Please please make sure you're attentive to this section. First is research market terminologies. Okay, when you are going to a particular sector, surgery sector, okay, you have to understand what is incision. Pharmaceutical sector, you have to know what is IVF, what are the other technologies. If you are going into an ICT, you have to know the smallest of the term or the largest of the term or the most vaguest of the term. You have to know the terminology. Next is do your search about the company. When you are applying for the company, what you do is go to the website and look at it. What are the agendas, mission, values, who they are hiring, what type of projects they do. Do every search, because in an interview they might ask, why did you apply? So there's a question and there's an answer in the website, so you must have to research about the company. Next is make your resume according to the JD. I was discussing this earlier, that when you are looking through the job description, take out the points and include it in your resume. Because when your resume is going through a software that is called an ATS software, it will reject it if it is not uh, in an OK form, for an OK format, or which is not relevant, or you are using the keywords not which are not actually required. So use those keywords in your resume, so that it will actually process it through the ATS software. Next is network through LinkedIn. You can network through anywhere, through here also, through your college also, and through LinkedIn. It's the best way to network, because I think I have made a lot of followers after I started researching through LinkedIn. I started writing, commenting, linking, sharing, everything. LinkedIn is LinkedIn is a place where you can actually get a lot of jobs. I got my first job through LinkedIn, therefore, it is a great platform. Next is prepare with AI. What is prepare with AI is you can use a lot of AI software like ChatGPT. You can use that to prepare for interviews. You can ask, hey, ChatGPT, give me some questions that I can use so that I can prepare for a research analyst interview. They'll give a list of questions. You can also ask for answer. What will be the ideal answer? So you'll read and understand. Okay, this is the question that they'll ask. Now researching is so easy. It is combined in a chat box. You just have to type, okay, show me this question. Show me how to handle this question. Show me what all questions, how to negotiate. Everything is on ChatGPT. You can practice through that. Next is I have used some screenshots from my LinkedIn so that I can show you how you can optimize your LinkedIn to find jobs. In the leftmost section, you'll find a profile for Audrey Johnson. What you can see is communication graduate of International School, London. Here you can also use which job you're looking for. If you're looking for a market research job, write market research. Write your interest straight away in your introduction, so that the person who is looking through your LinkedIn, because a lot of recruiters do look through your LinkedIn, so if they find that you are aiming for this particular job or this position, they'll immediately be they will be knowing that you are interested, so they might even reach you out. It has happened to me a lot of times that people have reached me out to know if I want to refer them, or understand what is market research. On LinkedIn it's not that possible, so that is why I came here, so that I can uh, spread this knowledge, that what is market research and how can you go into market research. Next screenshot that I was showing is the job section of LinkedIn, where you can find everything. What all skills you have to have, what all requirement of the job is, what how much experience you have, everything is here in this job description. One more thing is you can go to the company, you can go to the people and directly reach out to them as I saw your post, or I saw this, or I would like to know more. So this is the best way. If they have a senior project manager vacancy, just ask them if they have a junior project manager vacancy also, or will they hire in future. So they'll keep you in mind, you'll send your resume, they'll keep you in mind, and later on whenever they have, they'll contact you. So this is how you reach out to people on LinkedIn. Next is left side is chat gpt. If you can't see it, I'll zoom it a little bit. Yeah. So the chat gpt screenshot here, what question I asked is, please give me some questions that market research recruiters will ask me on an interview. So they asked me, they gave me this answer: can you walk me through your experience? They do ask this. Okay. Can you discuss your approach in conducting market research project? Yes, I discussed it. So you can go through it and you can answer this question. How do you decide between qualitative, oh, see, qualitative and quantitative research method for given project? Next is data analysis. How do you analyze and interpret data gathered from market research? So these are all questions that they will ask. This is something that has been gathered from a lot of census. The survey has been done and everything is accumulated, and the most popular results are given on chat gpt, and you can practice through that. Next is a resume type. This is the format. Please don't do a very fancy resume from a fancy website. Just do a doc. Simply just write down. Don't paste anything. Don't do percentage. Don't post your pictures there. Don't write your complete address if you have to do. But if you don't have to, just don't do your complete address. Put your phone number, LinkedIn, and email that is required. Put all your experiences, all your achievements. If you have gotten any award, you have published something, to put in. But please don't increase your resume to more than 2 pages. They will reject it. Don't increase your resume more than 2 pages. 1 page is best, 2 page is fine, good, but don't increase it to more than two. Okay. Next is, thank you. So
Okay.
that's all I had. And if you have any questions, please tell me. And you can also reach out to me on my LinkedIn. Yes, Shivam.
Ma'am, like it is necessary to like penetrate only in niche marketing, like somewhat like MBA Chaiwala has got lot of fame and branding. So we can start from scratch or something we want to penetrate only in niche marketing. So for our quick growth and sustainability.
Yeah, yes, you can start from scratch if you don't want in a pharmaceutical or a healthcare background, or you have to do finance market research. That is also there. I didn't put it because I'm not quite acquainted with the subject, because I'm a little far from finance, by the way. So you can like MBA. What did you say? MBA Chaiwala, right?
Yeah, MBA
Yeah.
Chaiwala.
Yes, you can start from scratch. There are a lot of strategies, techniques that are same for every market. Okay. Just the niche industry knowledge, what I am thinking about and what I'm telling you is, um, if you are from a background and if you're applying, you're already knowing the industry, right? That
Yeah.
is why I said the industry knowledge. And if you want to work in a finance or a complete marketing, or a FMCG, or a consumer retail goods section, okay, domain, then what you can do is, you can do a complete research of that particular domain. See, I think the tea and coffee section will come under consumer and retail goods. You can search about it, get a niche knowledge. Okay, this is the type of chai that North Indians like. This is the chai that South Indians like. So all the research you have to do in that particular direction. That if you are aiming to go into there, one of my friend is in Chios. Okay, she's a market research in Chios. So she was also from, I think she was from physics department. So she went into that. She didn't do her MBA, but she searched about it, about the consumer goods and retail domain. Went through all the niche industry lingo that you call,
Mm.
and then went ahead to understand the market.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. And students, if you have any queries, you can ask to ma'am. आप हिंदी में भी पूछ सकते हो, nothing to worry.
Yeah. just want to know, आप लोगों में से कौन कौन कॉलेजेस में हो या फिर स्कूल या मतलब आफ्टर कॉलेज? If you are from college, raise your hand, please. Okay, okay, okay. Well and good. Very nice. Preparing beforehand, that is nice.
Oh,
If you are from a tier 1 city, please raise your hand. Okay, okay, okay. If you are from a tier 2 city and do want to relocate, please raise your hand. ओके ओके, वेल एंड गुड. तो आपको क्या लगता है, मार्केट रिसर्च इज समथिंग आप इंटरेस्टेड होंगे आगे जाकर, या आपको ऐसा लगता है दैट यू कैन डू? जैसे आपने पहले भी रिसर्च किया हुआ है, तो आपको लगता है कि आप मार्केट रिसर्च में कर सकते हैं कुछ? प्लीज रेज योर हैंड. ओके, सो कैन आई नो, दोनों में से 2 लोग का मेरे को दिख रहा है, तो कैन आई नो कि व्हाट बैकग्राउंड यू आर फ्रॉम? आप अपना बैकग्राउंड बता सकते हैं? आपने आपका बैचलर्स का क्या मेजर है?
Ramya and Gurdeep, you can unmute yourself and reply.
It's okay, fine, no problem. You can also reach out to me on LinkedIn, or if you want, we can do another session, or you can reach out through Shubham as well. He is my junior from college, so you can reach out through him. अगर आपके पास कोई भी क्वेश्चन होता है तो बेस्ट प्लेसेस. ओके, यू आर फ्रॉम बायोटेक्नोलॉजी, रम्या. या, वेल एंड गुड. बायोटेक्नोलॉजी इज ऑल्सो समथिंग, फार्मास्यूटिकल्स एंड बायोटेक्नोलॉजी इज समथिंग दैट्स बूमिंग in our country right now. So this is the right time to delve into the career, I would say, because वो क्या कहते हैं ना कि right now if you learn the right skills, so you'll be on the top when it reaches the actual maximum. तो अगर आपके पास मार्केट रिसर्च या रिसर्च का कोई भी रिसोर्सेज है, तो यूटिलाइज इट. एंड गूगल इज द बेस्ट प्लेस टू लर्न एनीथिंग. अगर आपको इंटरव्यूज की प्रैक्टिस करनी है तो आपको AI से बहुत हेल्प मिलेगी, बिकॉज आई यूजुअली प्रैक्टिस वट एवर आई हैव टू से बिफोर ऑन ChatGPT. ChatGPT इट्स नॉट समथिंग टू राइट. आप लिखना चाहें नहीं लिखें, वो दैट इज डिफरेंट, बट यू कैन प्रैक्टिस इंटरव्यू. दैट इज वेरी गुड. मेरे को बहुत अच्छा लगा कि प्रैक्टिस आप कर सकते हैं इंटरव्यूज. उसमें केस स्टडी पढ़ सकते हैं, पर्टिकुलर केस स्टडी भी आप पढ़ सकते हैं. अगर आपको एक पुराना केस स्टडी निकालना पड़ा, क्योंकि कभी कभी क्या होता है ना कि आप इंटरव्यू में जाते हो तो वो आपको एक क्वेश्चन देते हैं, ठीक है, एक प्रॉब्लम स्टेटमेंट आपको प्रोवाइड करते हैं, तो उसके लिए आपको कई सारी केस स्टडी पढ़नी होती है. तो आप उसके लिए ChatGPT का इस्तेमाल कर सकते हैं, और गूगल पे बहुत सारा केस स्टडी दिया रहता है, आप उनको भी पढ़ सकते हैं. बिकॉज जितना ज़्यादा आपको एग्जैक्ट नॉलेज रहेगा ना, वो आपको इंटरव्यू में हेल्प करेगा. डू यूज़ द वर्ड्स. आपको कुछ कुछ वर्ड्स यूज़ करने ही चाहिए जो आप इंटरव्यू के दौरान बोल सकें, बट उनका मतलब आपको पता होना चाहिए.
Ma'am, I would like to have like one suggestion, like you would like to give to our students.
एक सजेशन मेरा बस यही है कि अगर आप कॉलेज में हैं तो आपको अभी से ही स्टार्ट कर देना चाहिए, लाइक आई थिंक एवरीवन इज डूइंग. बहुत सारा इंटर्नशिप्स करना चाहिए मेरे हिसाब से. कॉर्पोरेट का नॉलेज तभी तक आएगा जब आप काम कर रहे हो. अगर आप इंटर्नशिप्स करते हैं ना, तो वो आपका जब रिज्यूमे देखते हैं ना, दिल बी वेरी इम्प्रेस्ड. रेलेवेंट फील्ड में हो ना हो उसकी बात भी करेंगे, बट पहले इंटर्नशिप्स का होना जरूरी है. डोंट सिट आइडल. आपको अगर अनपेड इंटर्नशिप्स भी मिल रहा है ना इन अ रिसर्च इंटर्न पोजीशन, प्लीज डू इट, बिकॉज यू आपको सिर्फ सीखने को मिलेगा. और इस वक्त पे जब आप जॉब से पहले जो सीखने का जो पोर्शन, जितना भी आपको टाइम मिल रहा है ना, तो आपको बहुत ज़्यादा सीखने के लिए इंटर्नशिप ज्वाइन करना चाहिए. आई डोंट नो कोर्सेज सिर्फ पढ़ने से सीखने से कितना हेल्प मिलता है, बट आपको काम करने से जितना सीखने को मिलेगा उससे ज़्यादा कुछ नहीं है. तो मेरा जो 6 मंथ्स था ना बैंगलोर में, वाइल आई वॉज इन like I just came from a eastern city, तो मेरे लिए काफ़ी डिफिकल्ट हो जाता अगर मैंने बहुत सारे इंटर्नशिप्स नहीं किया होता. तो आपको इंटर्नशिप से बहुत आइडिया मिल जाता है. अच्छा, तो वो जब आपको सिखाने लगे ना, जब आपको ट्रेनिंग देने लगेंगे ना, तो उन्हें भी लगेगा अच्छा इसको तो आता है, इसको पता है। बट आपको पता भी हो तो भी आप क्वेश्चन जरूर पूछें, लेकिन आप इंटर्नशिप से एक एक्सपीरियंस गेन कर लेना मेरे हिसाब से सबसे बेस्ट तरीका है किसी भी जॉब में जाने से पहले।
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Yeah. Um, any queries from? Hmm,
आई होप ये बहुत फास्ट नहीं था, आपको आई होप समझ में आया होगा, बिकॉज आई हैड अ लिटिल थोड़ा कंस्ट्रेंट था टाइम का, बट दैट इज फाइन।
yeah,
आई
it's
होप आपको समझ में आया होगा। शुभम, वाज इट वेरी फास्ट?
no, it was good.
ओके।
Um, एंड लाइक मैम लाइक वेरी स्टूडेंट्स जो है हमारे लाइफ साइंसेस एंड फार्मेसी से भी है, तो वो लोग मार्केट रिसर्च को बाद में कैसे लिंक कर सकते हैं? लाइक देयर इज एन हाइप लाइक वी हैव टू डू एमबीए और पीजीडीएम after our bachelor's, but can we do like from graduation to something in market in a good position?
यस, एक्चुअली मार्केट रिसर्च इतना ज़्यादा बड़ा टर्म है ना, इतना अम्ब्रेला टर्म है कि आपको बहुत एकदम एमबीए और पीजीडीएम एग्जैक्ट करने की ज़रूरत नहीं। आप करना चाहें तो आप बिल्कुल करें, क्योंकि एमबीए बहुत अच्छी डिग्री है, पीजीडीएम बहुत अच्छी डिग्री है। अगर आप करना चाहें तो बेशक आप करें, लेकिन ग्रेजुएशन के बाद आपके पास बहुत ऑप्शंस हो जाते हैं। मास्टर्स के बाद थोड़े कम हो जाते हैं, आई एम नॉट श्योर अबाउट एमबीए, बट मास्टर्स के बाद थोड़े कम हो जाते हैं आपके पास ऑप्शंस, क्योंकि आप बहुत एकदम बिल्कुल फार्मास्यूटिक्स या इस तरीके की छोटे छोटे डोमेन्स, सॉरी सॉरी छोटे छोटे
Yes.
सब्जेक्ट्स में आप मास्टर्स करते हो, ठीक है। तो मेरे हिसाब से बैचलर्स के बाद जो भी लाइफ साइंस के स्टूडेंट्स हैं, उनके लिए मार्केट बहुत खुला हुआ है। इवन मैंने देखा बहुत सारे एमबीबीएस करने के बाद भी मार्केट में आते हैं, क्योंकि उनको ड्रग्स की और उनको डिजीजेस की बहुत नॉलेज होती है, जिसकी वजह से उनको पब्लिक पॉलिसी और गवर्नमेंट में बहुत जॉब्स मिलते हैं। क्योंकि एमबीबीएस के बाद जो एमएस होता है ना, वो बहुत डिफिकल्ट होता है क्रैक करना। तो उनको ऑलरेडी इतनी नॉलेज है उनके फील्ड में, फार्मास्यूटिकल्स हो गया, डिजीजेस हो गया, पब्लिक हेल्थ हो गया, उनको इतनी नॉलेज है कि वो मार्केट रिसर्च में आ सकते हैं। सेम गोज फॉर डेंटिस्ट ऑल्सो, सेम गोज फॉर फार्मेसी ऑल्सो। लाइक अस पीपल, राइट, वी हैव स्टडीड लॉ से लेकर, मार्केटिंग से लेकर, बिजनेस कम्युनिकेशन से लेकर, मैथमेटिक्स से लेकर, कंप्यूटर से लेकर, सब कुछ हमारे 8 सेमेस्टर्स में जो जो सब्जेक्ट्स थे ना, हमने इतना सारा पढ़ लिया कि हाँ, एक क्वेश्चन है। हमने फार्मेसी में इतना पढ़ लिया है ना कि अभी आप आराम से जा सकते हो, या तो मेडिकल डिवाइस में जा सकते हो, या लाइफ साइंस टेक्नोलॉजी में घुस सकते हो, या बायोटेक्नोलॉजी में भी आप जा सकते हो। क्योंकि ना अभी आजकल बहुत सारी ऐसी कंपनीज हैं, बहुत सारे ऐसे स्टार्टअप्स हैं जो कि अपना सीरम्स, ड्रग्स वगैरह बना रहे हैं। तो अगर बन गया, ठीक है, उसके बाद का क्या स्टेप होता है? मार्केट में जाना, राइट। तो हर कंपनी को एक मार्केट रिसर्चर की जरूरत अभी है। इतने सारे ड्रग्स बन रहे हैं, क्योंकि इंडिया जो है अब एकदम फार्मेसी बन गया है वर्ल्ड का। तो अभी यहाँ पे बहुत सारे ड्रग्स बनेंगे भी। लाइक पहले यूरोप में सबसे ज्यादा प्रोडक्शन होता था ड्रग्स का। बायोटेक्नोलॉजी कंपनीज जो होती थी ना, वो आयरलैंड में बहुत ज्यादा है। लेकिन अब जो है, जो मैन्युफैक्चरिंग है, फॉर्मुलेशन है, सब कुछ बायोटेक्नोलॉजी में भी, फार्मास्यूटिकल्स में भी, वो ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा इंडिया में होने लगा है। बहुत सारे वैक्सीन्स बनने लगे हैं, जो जब मार्केट में पहुंचेंगे ना, उनको मार्केट रिसर्चर्स की ज़रूरत पड़ेगी। तो आप ऐसी कंपनीज एम करो जो मार्केटिंग कर रही हो, ठीक है। बहुत डिफिकल्ट नहीं है। लिंक्डइन पे जस्ट सर्च मार्केट रिसर्च कंपनीज, आपको 1000 से ज़्यादा मिल जाएगा, और आपके घर के पास मिल जाएगा, ठीक है। जैसे अगर आप महाराष्ट्र में रहते हो ना, पुणे इज द हब फॉर मार्केट रिसर्च, ठीक है। मैंने देखा इतने सारे लोग, मेरे कई सारे दोस्त वहां पे भी हैं जो मार्केट रिसर्च पुणे में कर रहे हैं, और इतनी कंपनियां हैं। मैं बताऊं, बायोटेक्नोलॉजी से लेकर, मेडिकल डिवाइस से लेकर, फार्मास्यूटिकल्स तक काफी सारा मार्केट रिसर्च वहां पे होता है। तो अगर आप चाहें, पुणे में इजिली अवेलेबल है, बट ऑब्वियसली यू हैव टू हसल अ लॉट बिफोर दैट। बट या बायोटेक्नोलॉजी का एक स्कोप है, क्योंकि मैंने एक चीज़ और ट्रेंड नोटिस की थी कि कुछ कुछ चीज़ें ना शहर वाइज डिवाइडेड है। जैसे कि अगर बहुत क्वालिटी अश्योरेंस वाले लोग हैं ना, जो फार्मास्यूटिकल्स और ऐसे सेक्टर में जो मैन्युफैक्चरिंग में है, वो हैदराबाद में मिल जाएंगे आपको। और उसी तरह से जो सॉफ्टवेयर सॉफ्टवेयर आई एम नॉट सेइंग आईटी वाला सॉफ्टवेयर, जो ईएचआर, जो आपको जो इलेक्ट्रॉनिक हेल्थ रिकॉर्ड्स होता है ना, ईएमआर जो इलेक्ट्रॉनिक मेडिकल रिकॉर्ड्स होता है ना, वैसी कंपनी बहुत सारी बैंगलोर में मिल जाएंगी। तो मेडिकल वाइज बहुत सारी ऐसी कंपनियां हैं जो कि उन्होंने स्टेट स्टेट पकड़ा हुआ है। कुछ तेलंगाना में है, कुछ कर्नाटका में है, कुछ महाराष्ट्र में है, मुंबई में भी मैंने देखा है बहुत सारा वैसी कंपनियां हैं जिसमें ग्लोबल प्राइसिंग होता है। ठीक है, उसका ये मतलब है कि जैसे ही कोई दवाई आई ना मार्केट में, वो उसका रिएम्बर्समेंट कैसे होगा, उसकी प्राइसिंग कैसे होगी, वो कैसे कैसे पहुंचेगा और कैसे उसका सारा एम्बर्समेंट हैंडल किया जाएगा, वैसी कंपनियां मुंबई में बहुत सारी हैं। तो उस तरीके से हर एक फील्ड का एक एक आप सिटी ढूंढ सकते हो। ऐसा नहीं है कि सब कुछ नहीं मिलेगा, कोलकाता में भी मिल सकता है बहुत सारा, ऐसा नहीं है। वेस्ट बंगाल ईस्ट साइड में भी है, नॉर्थ साइड में गुड़गांव वगैरह में भी है, नोएडा में है, दिल्ली थोड़ा सा वो स्पेसिफिक है, पब्लिक हेल्थ स्पेसिफिक है मेरे हिसाब से। मैंने जितना ट्रेंड स्टडी किया है उस हिसाब से पब्लिक हेल्थ में बहुत जॉब्स हैं जो कि दिल्ली में मिल जाएंगे। ऐसा नहीं है कि मार्केट रिसर्च नहीं मिलेगा, बट व्हाट आई एम सेइंग इज मोस्ट बैंगलोर हो गया, हैदराबाद हो गया, चेन्नई हो गया। चेन्नई में भी आपको बहुत सारी ऐसी इंडस्ट्रीज मिलेंगी ना जो एकदम नीश मार्केट पे काम कर रही हैं, क्योंकि वो एकदम हब बन चुका है अब। वहां पे जो लोग जाते हैं सो दैट दे लर्न। ठीक है, फिर आप माइग्रेट कहीं भी कर जाओ, उससे कुछ डिफरेंस नहीं है। मैम, हाउ टू रिसर्च इंटर्नशिप्स? ओके, तो बेस्ट टेक्निक जो है ना, मैं बताऊं, एक बहुत एकदम हैक है आई वुड से। ये इस पे लिंक्डइन पे, गूगल पे भी आप कर सकते हो। कुछ कुछ ऐसे टेक्निक्स आते हैं सर्च करने के, गूगल एडवांस सर्च में करो तो वो भी ठीक है। कुछ कुछ टेक्निक्स आते हैं, जैसे आप एक शहर पकड़ लो, उसके साथ एक टर्म पकड़ लो और उसके साथ एक डोमेन पकड़ लो। ठीक है, अगर आपको मार्केट रिसर्च जॉब ढूंढना है बायोटेक्नोलॉजी में, तो बायोटेक्नोलॉजी पकड़ो और मार्केट रिसर्च पकड़ो और उसके साथ कोई एक शहर डाल दो। और वैसे ही, एक सेकेंड, माय बैटरी इज डाइंग, वन सेकेंड। एक्सक्यूज मी फॉर दैट। सो वैसे अगर आपको सर्च करना है तो वो गूगल पे भी मिल जाता है। इंडीड इज अ वेरी गुड प्लेस, जैसे मैंने बहुत सारे इंटर्नशिप्स इंडीड पे ढूंढा था। आई एम नॉट वेरी श्योर कि और जगह कैसे कैसे है, बहुत अच्छा हो सकता है। यू हैव टू सर्च अबाउट इट दैट कि naukri.com चलता है कि नहीं, अच्छे से अच्छा ही चलता होगा प्रोबेबली, बट आई डोंट हैव अ लॉट ऑफ आइडिया। बट लिंक्डइन का मेरे को आइडिया है, आई टेल अबाउट लिंक्डइन, कि लिंक्डइन पे जो सर्च बार है ना, वहाँ पे कुछ कुछ हैश करके डाल दो, तो वो जो आपको जो वो अपना हैशटैग उन्होंने डाला होगा ना, आपको पोस्ट में दिख जाएगा। अगर आप डालोगे वहां पे जॉब्स सेक्शन में तो जॉब्स में दिख जाएंगे, पोस्ट सेक्शन में डालो तो पोस्ट में दिख जाएंगे, और अपना लिंक्डइन का जॉब कॉलम तो रहता ही है, वो भी एक है। और आप एक और चीज कर सकते हो, कुछ कुछ कंपनियां शॉर्टलिस्ट करो, उनके कंपनी को फॉलो करो, वहां पे पीपल में जाओ, पीपल में लोगों को से डायरेक्ट बात करो कि आपके पास है कि नहीं, मेरा ऐसा ऐसा है, आई एम फ्रॉम दिस बैकग्राउंड, ऐसे करके आप उनको रीच आउट करो, डायरेक्ट रीच आउट करो। क्योंकि डायरेक्ट रीच आउट करने से क्या होता है ना, कि एक तो आप नजर में आ जाते हो, दूसरी बात ये कि आपको पता चल जाता है कि है कि नहीं, और आप सर्च कर सकते हो उस हिसाब से। ठीक है, वो बहुत आइडिया दे देता है कि अच्छा इस कंपनी के टाइप्स आप एक बार लाइक करोगे ना, फॉलो करोगे ना लिंक्डइन पे, तो आपको ऐसी कंपनीज यहाँ पे बहुत सारी सिमिलर कंपनीज दिख जाएंगी, तो आप लाइन से फॉलो करते जाओ, रीच आउट करते जाओ, करते जाओ। बेटर कीप अ शीट अबाउट इट सो दैट यूल नो कि आपने कहाँ कर दिया, कहाँ नहीं किया, कहाँ कौन से स्टेटस में आपने फॉलो अप ले लिया, कि मेल भेज दिया है, कि लिंक्डइन पे बात कर ली, वो एक शीट आप बना के रख लो। उस हिसाब से you'll find jobs, internships, whatever it is, you'll find.
Any queries? I hope ma'am has cleared all the queries.
I hope I have. Even if you have more questions, जैसे जैसे आप रिसर्च करोगे वैसे वैसे आपको और टेक्निक्स पता चल जाएंगे अपने आप ही।
Okay, ma'am. So we can wind up the session now. Okay, thanks for communicating with us and giving an insightful session to our students. I hope we will be giving more collaboration with you.
Okay, so first of all, thank you, Shubham, for inviting me, and thank you, EduFabrica, for giving me this platform so that I could tell people and students, because market research ऐसा था ना जो मेरे को भी नहीं पता था. If I can educate only two people, that will be great for me. Thank you so much for all this, and any questions, please